Due to specific of work, DP vessel may be equipped with a special function which helps to conduct that specific work. Between special functions, we have a few: auto track and follow target. And this session is connected with those specific DP modes. And on the next slides, we will try to give you the main idea about DP mode auto track and DP mode follow target. Auto track mode is very popular for cable laying and pipe lay operations. Also, vessels which are taking part in rock dumping may use it. So, this specific mode, which you may find only on board of the specific vessel, which needs it due to operational activities. In the auto track mode, the vessel accurately follows a predefined track described by a set of waypoints. The system controls the vessel to minimize the deviation from the track, and we call this deviation as a cross-track error. And if the mode is available, the information about cross-track, when mode is activated, is visible in performance area at the position deviation plotted on. In the auto track low speed mode, all the available thrusters are used to provide full position and heading control. This strategy gives high accuracy position control and allows full freedom in selecting the vessel heading, but its use is limited to speeds up to approximately 3 knots. This limit depends on the shape of the vessel's hull and the configuration of the propulsion system. The speed along the track is controlled very accurately, with the possibility of running as slowly as a few centimeters per second. And many operations when we use auto track mode are conducted in low speed mode. But for certain purposes, the high speed mode may be required. And here we will not have the same precision, and many vessels are equipped with auto track, which led to use the fast movement mode between waypoints with not so precise position deviation as in low speed mode. And if we need to go fast on a track, we can keep it in track editor and in high speed mode with the joystick as the selector of needed speed, we may proceed from one waypoint to another waypoint. Let's check and analyze the main features of auto track mode. First of all, as I said you before, this mode let us to proceed from waypoint to waypoint in automatic mode with the setups which are monitored through DP interface. As soon as track activated, it is reflected on DP screen in KPO 7 with a blue line showing and indicating you each appropriate waypoint, and the track may be reflected on the screen even with pre-calculated turn radius which adjusted by user, or may be indicated without adjusted turn radius, giving you sharp angles from waypoint to waypoint. All auto track modes are for marine operations only and are not to be used for navigation purposes. Remember that those modes are fuel consuming and are not connected with the normal vessel's operational speed. So generally we proceed in low speed mode, less than 3 knots as you remember. Before to use the needed track, you have to create it in AutoTrack editor, which is available in AutoTrack menu, and you need to add all desired waypoints to the AutoTrack editor. And here you may adjust the leg type, which could be a rhomb line or great circle if needed. And also you can preset up the desired heading, speed and turn radius per each dedicated leg. This is very interesting in Kongsberg. After that, you have to save track in AutoTrack editor, and then this track may be applied by you. The rest of settings or main settings for AutoTrack mode are hidden in AutoTrack settings menu, which is a part of AutoTrack menu of your DP interface. Here we have some main pop menus as a general, stop, heading, speed, turn and receive. In general menu, you may preset up next waypoint, so you may say to DP from which waypoint we are starting the track. Then you can select the tracking mode, move up, low speed or high speed. Move up is a function which lets you to go on dedicated amount of meters on activated track with the stops when the step is performed. The rest is low speed and high speed already discussed, and deeply you may find in Kongsberg manual the information about the setups. Generally we have low speed selection. Then you can select track direction, forward or reverse. Also interesting that you may also to say to DP how to approach the track, to track leg or to waypoint which is specified in next waypoint window. And default leg type may be adjusted here, as you remember, as a rhomb line, great circle and UTM straight line. In menu stop, you indicate the stop strategy when the vessel is on the track. Here we have stop on track, and when you stay or go back to the track, when you are deviated from the track, what amount of force to use is indicated here. It's 50%. Stop at last waypoint. If you want vessel to stop, you have to tick here. Position dropout action. In case if we are losing the PRS input, step what DP has to perform. Normally we have to select stop, or if needed, the system may continue operation using the dead reckoning function. Heading control. Here we have few choices like system selected and operator selected. If you say system selected, then you may move with the bow towards waypoint, or you may use the heading which is pre-selected in the track editor, or you may use the minimum power heading when the system will move you on the heading which requires minimum power to use. Also, crab angle may be adjusted. Crab angle, this is the angle between vessel's heading and the track direction. Sometimes you need to move the equipment on the track and they needed certain angle of attack, and instead to calculate the new heading per each leg, you just set up the crab angle and the vessel automatically from leg to leg change her heading to keep the appropriate crab angle. Speed control may be activated through the speed menu. Here we have a long speed set point, may be taken from waypoint table or may be adjusted by operator. A cross speed set point, also adjusted here. And we need to remember that speed is one of the important parameters when you are on track. Less speed, higher the accuracy of track performance. Turn strategy. Here we have also a few important settings, like about turn radius. It may be taken from waypoint table, or it may be automatically adjusted and based on rate of turn of the system, or operator may indicate the needed turn radius value and the system will perform it. Also, we can adjust the wheel over point alarm. If the tick is active, then you will receive the notice from DP system that expected the wheel over point and additional attention of operator is required because we are on the turn. A receive submenu is needed in KPOS 7 to synchronization the data between external sources of information as a flash card and for synchronization with AGDIS, and the root may be downloaded to track editor as a track. Not every DP KPOS 7 has this function inbuilt, but nice to know that not always you have to enter waypoints manually. Very often those are delivered on external source of information and you have just to download them to the system through receive function. So you see, as soon as track is created, then we go to track settings and adjust the track settings as company requires. On DP panel, as soon as track activated, we are ready to start to proceed on track. And when track created and applied in track editor, you may start the track with auto track button on the panel. Press it twice and the vessel will go on track as it was required in settings for track mode. Very important option here is the stop on track button, which allowed us to pause the track use, and as soon as we press this button we have the precise automatic reduction of the speed and stopping in waypoint or somewhere on the track. When we press this button twice again, the vessel will continue the operation on the track. So it was fast overview of track function for Kongsberg KPOS 7 gens. Now we are going to overview the auto track menu in KPOS 7, and as example we are using already predefined the track. The track repeats the shape of the diamond, so we call it as a diamond track. First we open the menu in auto track as auto track editor and try to open the needed diamond shaped track. And then we try to adjust the position plotter and the traces is required to see our performance on the track. Then we try to preset up alarm limits for this mode. And of course we have to recheck all settings in Auto Track settings menu. As soon as all setups are okay, and as soon as we are happy with the pre-setups, we try to continue our journey. We select all thrusters, then transfer control to the joystick and add at least one PRS. And then track appears on the screen as a diamond-shaped track. Then double-click on the Auto Track button at the panel, and the vessel starts automatically to move to the nearest waypoint, as you see. That's our main idea, to arrive on the track. As soon as the vessel reached the starting waypoint, the set point is transferred to the next in the list, and the vessel starts to move on the track, and the operator observes all operational limits and pay attention on cross-track error graphical indication, which shows you the lateral deviation from the track. If we want to stop on the track, we press stop on track button, and the DP system gives us a response as stopping on track. We may check different type of trends, adjusting them in working area. Then we press second time on stop on track button, and the stopping is cancelled and vessel starts to move again on predefined track. And you don't need to reactivate the track, you just did a pause of the track. This is a very important statement. And then you can make some adjustment of the track if you like.